Fans, brace yourselves, because what just went down between Angel Reese and Candace Parker is nothing short of a basketball earthquake. Imagine this, one of the brightest young stars in the WNBA world, Angel Reese, stepping into an arena filled with legends, cameras flashing, history being made. This night was supposed to be about honor, about respect, about celebrating the incredible career of Candace Parker, the queen of the court, the trailblazer, the icon whose jersey was being lifted into the rafters forever. But instead, that celebration turned into pure chaos. Why? Because Angel Reese, yes, Angel Reese, crossed the line in a way no one saw coming. Eyewitnesses are calling it the ultimate act of disrespect. Fans are outraged, insiders are leaking shocking details, and social media is already calling this the biggest scandal in women's basketball history. But here's the real kicker. What Angel did wasn't just a mistake. No, it was intentional, calculated, and caught on camera from multiple angles. And the fallout? It's spreading like wildfire, destroying reputations, and dividing the sports world like never before. And trust me, by the time you hear what really happened, you won't believe your ears. So what exactly did Angel Reese do to get cancelled? Let's dive in. Before we break down the shocking incident that has the entire sports world on fire, we need to understand the key players in this drama, the legends, the rising stars, and the long history of tension that made this explosive night almost inevitable. Because make no mistake, this wasn't just a random act of disrespect. This was a storm that had been brewing for years. Let's start with Candace Parker, a living legend, a two-time WNBA champion, a league MVP, an Olympic gold medalist, and more importantly, a role model for millions of young women who dared to believe they could dominate on the court. Candace has spent nearly 2 decades proving her greatness, breaking barriers, and fighting for respect in a league that often doesn't get the recognition it deserves. When news broke that the Chicago Sky would retire her jersey, the sports world collectively held its breath. This was supposed to be her night, her honor, her final crowning achievement. Now, enter Angel Reese. Young, fierce, outspoken, nicknamed the Bayou Barbie. Angel rose to stardom at LSU, captivating audiences with her confidence and her unapologetic swagger. Fans loved her fire, her energy, and her refusal to bow down to critics. But with that spotlight came controversy. From heated rivalries with Caitlin Clark to bold statements on social media, Angel built a reputation for being both a rising superstar and a lightning rod for drama. On the surface, Candace and Angel should have been allies. One, the pioneer who paved the way. The other, the new face of women's basketball, ready to carry the torch. But behind the scenes, things were never that simple. Insiders claim Candace wasn't thrilled with Angel's constant trash talk and over-the-top antics. Some even say Candace privately felt that Angel's style overshadowed the values of discipline and professionalism she fought so hard to represent. Meanwhile, Angel allegedly felt overlooked, underappreciated, and compared unfairly to legends like Parker, constantly being told she wasn't on that level. And then came the moment of truth. Candace Parker's jersey retirement ceremony. The one night that should have been about unity, celebration, and passing the torch from one generation to the next. Everyone in attendance, teammates, coaches, legends, fans, expected a flawless night of honor. But instead, the event became the stage for the most jaw-dropping scandal in recent BASKETBALL history, because when Angel Reese stepped into that arena, something felt off. Whispers spread through the crowd. Cameras zoomed in. Social media started buzzing before the ceremony was even over. What was supposed to be Candace's perfect farewell quickly turned into the night that would define Angel Reese's career forever, and the question on everyone's mind: why? Why would Angel Reese, at this critical moment, choose to disrespect the very legend who made her success possible? Was it arrogance? Was it jealousy? Or was it something far deeper, a calculated move with consequences that would shake the entire sports world? Buckle up, because this story is about to get messy. The night of Candace Parker's jersey retirement was meant to be a flawless celebration of greatness. The arena was packed with fans wearing her number. Teammates lined the court. Legends filled the front row, and the energy inside the stadium felt almost royal. The moment was historic. The speeches were emotional. The crowd was electric, but then everything changed. As Candace Parker stood at center court, soaking in the love and applause, Angel Reese arrived. Cameras swung toward her like magnets. Fans gasped. Social media lit up instantly. Angel's here. Nobody expected her to show up. And at first, Her presence felt like a sign of respect for young star, honoring the trailblazer who came before her. But what happened next would leave the crowd in complete disbelief. Witnesses claimed that during the speech, while Candace was fighting back tears, Angel was seen on her phone, scrolling, laughing, and whispering to her entourage. At one point, according to multiple fan videos that spread like wildfire on Twitter, Angel allegedly rolled her eyes and muttered under her breath, "They're doing way too much for her." The moment didn't go unnoticed. Within minutes, a storm erupted online. Hashtags like #disrespectful, Reese and #Candace deserves better started trending. But that was only the beginning. Because the first real twist was about to explode. Right after the ceremony, a leaked recording surfaced. An anonymous insider posted audio to Instagram, claiming it was Angel Reese speaking backstage, the voice sounding strikingly like Angel mocked Candace's legacy, saying, "They act like she's the GOAT, please. Half the league carried her. This should have been my moment, not hers." Fans were in shock. Was it real? Was it fake? Nobody knew for sure. But the timing was devastating. Just hours after Candace's biggest honor, the internet was now accusing Angel of the ultimate betrayal, trying to tear down the very legend she was supposed to be uplifting. Candace's reaction: publicly, she stayed composed, smiling for the cameras. But sources close to her claim she was deeply hurt and broke down privately after the event. Teammates allegedly confronted Angel behind the scenes, demanding she explain herself. One insider even leaked a supposed text exchange where Candace wrote, "I gave you nothing but love. Why would you do this to me on my night?" And Angel's alleged reply: "Cold, short, brutal. It's not always about you." That single line shattered the internet. Screenshots of the text spread like wildfire. The narrative was clear. Angel Reese wasn't just careless. She was intentionally disrespectful. But here's where the real shocker came in the first twist. Because hours later, a mysterious post appeared on Twitter from an account claiming to be close to Angel. The post revealed that Angel Reese believed Candace Parker had secretly tried to block her from signing a major endorsement deal earlier in the year. According to this insider, Angel felt Candace had been quietly working against her rise, using her influence in the WNBA to keep Angel in check. Suddenly, everything flipped. The internet didn't know who to believe anymore. Was Angel truly the villain who ruined Candace's big night out of jealousy? Or was she a rising star finally snapping, after being undermined by the legend she once admired? The betrayal, the disrespect, the shocking possibility of sabotage, and this was only the first twist, because what happened next would send this controversy spiraling out of control, drawing in players, celebrities, and fans worldwide into a chaotic war of words and emotions that nobody saw coming. What started as a single moment of disrespect was about to spiral into a full-blown basketball civil war. The morning after Candace Parker's jersey retirement, the headlines were everywhere. ESPN's ticker blared, "Angel Reese accused of mocking Parker on historic night." Sports blogs ran with dramatic captions, "From hero to villain overnight." And Twitter, it was nothing short of chaos. But then, the shocking reveal. Screenshots of a private group chat between several WNBA players leaked on Reddit. In those messages, one player accused Angel of deliberately showing up late, laughing during speech, and then bragging backstage, "Candace had her time. This is my era now." The leak included reactions from other players. Some defended Angel, saying she was being unfairly targeted, but others were brutal. "She embarrassed all of us. You don't come to a retirement ceremony to make it about yourself." The group chat leak sent fans into a frenzy. Twitter exploded with hashtags like #CancelAngel and #StandWithCandace. One viral tweet read, "Angel Reese just committed career suicide. Disrespecting Candace Parker is like spitting on basketball royalty." And yet just when it seemed Angel's reputation was beyond repair, a new layer of the story ripped through the internet. A YouTube channel posted what they claimed was exclusive audio of a phone call between Angel and a close friend. In the recording, Angel's voice is heard saying, "I don't regret it. People think Candace is a saint, but she's been blocking me since day one. I just exposed her fake legacy." That single clip turned the controversy upside down, because, suddenly, fans began asking, was Angel telling the truth? Was Candace Parker hiding secrets? Within hours, other rumors began to swirl. Fake insider reports suggested Candace had once vetoed a marketing campaign that Angel was in line for. One anonymous executive claimed Candace didn't want Angel to outshine her. This twist split the basketball world in two. On one side, fans and legends furious at Angel for destroying what should have been a night of pure celebration. Tweets like, "Even if Candace did block her deals, you don't do that on her retirement night." On the other side, younger fans arguing Angel was finally pulling back the curtain on the politics of women's basketball. Posts saying, "Candace isn't untouchable. If she really held Angel back, we deserve to know the truth." Even celebrities outside of basketball weighed in. Rapper Cardi B tweeted, "Respect the OGs but don't silence the new queens either." Meanwhile, Shaquille O'Neal posted a video shaking his head, saying, "Angel, you gotta respect Candace. That's family. That's history. Don't let your ego mess this up." The drama was no longer just Angel versus Candace, it was becoming a generational clash. A culture war inside the sport itself. But just when everyone thought the scandal had reached its peak, another bombshell reveal dropped that left fans speechless. A journalist uncovered documents suggesting that the entire audio leak might have been planted. The report hinted at a third party orchestrating the chaos, a rival brand, jealous teammates, or even a PR stunt gone wrong. Suddenly, nothing felt certain. Was Angel truly guilty? Or was she being set up to look like the villain? The lines blurred. Truth and lies tangled together. Fans didn't know what to believe, and as the uncertainty grew, so did the anger, the division, and the pressure. Because if the leaks were fake, then who planted them? And why? This wasn't just about basketball anymore. This was warfare in the shadows. And the storm was about to get even uglier. The fallout from Angel Reese's alleged disrespect was unlike anything women's basketball had ever seen. Overnight, the internet turned into a battlefield. Twitter timelines were flooded with hashtags. Hashtag cancel Angel, hash justice for Candace, hash Angel exposed, but at the same time, counter hashtags surged. Hashtag stand with Angel, hash break the system, hash truth hurts TikTok. Creators posted emotional reaction videos, with some crying over the disgraceful disrespect, while others defended Angel as a victim of jealousy and control. One viral TikTok with over 5 million views said, "What if Angel's right? What if Candace really blocked her opportunities? Don't let legacy blind you." Meanwhile, Instagram memes roasted Angel mercilessly. One picture showed Candace Parker holding her jersey high, while Angel was photoshopped in the corner rolling her eyes with the caption, "When you can't stand someone else's shine." But the industry's reaction made things even more complicated. Several WNBA veterans spoke out. Tamika Catchings called Angel's actions beyond disrespectful and said, "Candace paved the road you're walking on. Without her, there is no Angel Reese." On the flip side, a few current stars gave subtle nods of support. One anonymous player told an insider blog, "Candace has power. She has influence. People are scared to say it, but Angel just said what others won't." Endorsement deals also came into question. Rumors spread that a major sportswear brand was considering dropping Angel from an upcoming campaign, fearing backlash from loyal fan base. At the same time, another edgy fashion label allegedly offered her double the money, hoping to cash in on her rebel image. The divide was clear. Angel was either the ultimate villain, or the new face of a generation refusing to stay silent. Sports networks fanned the flames. Debate shows turned the scandal into daily headlines. On ESPN, one analyst said, "Angel Reese has destroyed her career. There's no coming back from disrespecting a legend." But another shot back. Or maybe she just exposed the truth that the old guard refuses to pass the torch. The controversy wasn't dying down, it was growing bigger by the hour. Even outside of sports, talk shows latched onto the drama. Wendy Williams' replacement host declared, "This isn't just basketball tea, this is Hollywood oval shade." Candace deserved roses, but Angel brought thorns. As the media frenzy raged, fans demanded answers. Was Angel guilty of arrogance, or was she a whistleblower exposing the darker side of the game? The world was split. Friendships, fan bases, and even locker rooms were torn apart. But the storm was far from over, because just when people thought they had chosen sides, one final twist was about to flip everything upside down again. Just when fans thought the dust might finally settle, a bombshell leak hit the internet, turning the entire narrative inside out. A mysterious Reddit account, claiming to be a former assistant close to Candace Parker's camp, dropped a set of screenshots and emails that shook the entire sports world. The alleged messages suggested that Candace Parker herself may have orchestrated the backlash against Angel Reese. One leaked email, allegedly between Candace's PR manager and a media contact, read, "Make sure the Reese angle overshadows everything." push the disrespect narrative. We can't let this night be about anyone but Candace. Fans were stunned. Could it be true? Was Angel Reese not the villain, but the scapegoat in a carefully planned media storm? Twitter erupted. Hashtags flipped overnight. Hashtag Candace exposed. Angel was right. Justice for Reese insider. Blogs claimed that multiple journalists had been paid off to paint Angel as a jealous troublemaker, while burying any footage that might show her simply clapping or quietly watching. And then another shocking twist. A fan uploaded what they claimed was unedited video footage from the retirement ceremony. The grainy clip appeared to show Angel standing, hands folded respectfully, until someone leaned over and whispered something in her ear. Seconds later, she shook her head and muttered words that were later spun into disrespect. The voice in the video, allegedly one of Candace's longtime rivals, fueling speculation that Angel had been set up in a staged confrontation. Suddenly, the story shifted. Was Candace truly the flawless legend everyone thought? Or had she used her retirement night as a weapon to silence the rising star, threatening her legacy? The internet went into absolute meltdown. Fans who had dragged Angel for days now demanded apologies. Others doubled down, calling the leaks fake news designed to distract from Angel's attitude. Celebrities who once praised Candace started going quiet, avoiding comment as the narrative spiraled out of control. But then came the ultimate twist. An anonymous insider told a popular podcast that the real story wasn't Candace versus Angel at all, it was bigger. The leak suggested that league officials knew about the tension and intentionally let it explode publicly, hoping the scandal would spike ratings for the struggling WNBA broadcasts. If true, that meant Angel Reese was never just disrespecting Candace Parker. She had been pulled into a calculated scheme where both women were pawns in a bigger, dirtier game. The truth, still unclear. The consequences, unimaginable. As the episode ended, fans were left asking, was Angel Reese really the villain? Was Candace Parker hiding a darker side? Or was the entire league pulling strings behind the curtain? One thing was certain, this war was far from over, and if the leaks are real, what comes next could destroy more than just reputations. It could expose an entire empire. And there you have it. Family, what started as a simple jersey retirement has turned into one of the wildest scandals the sports world has ever seen. But now, we need to hear from you. Do you believe Angel Reese was truly out of line for how she acted during Candace Parker's special night? Or do you think she was unfairly targeted, caught in the middle of a media setup and league manipulation? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now, because this debate is splitting fans straight down the middle. Was Candace Parker the innocent legend hurt by a younger star's ego? Or is Angel Reese the victim of a calculated takedown designed to keep her in check? And most importantly, if these leaked emails and videos are real, who should be held accountable? Angel, Candace, or the entire WNBA machine behind the scenes? Your opinion could be the spark that changes how this story unfolds. And trust me, this is far from over. Word on the street is that even more private messages, unedited videos, and shocking receipts are about to drop in the coming days. And when they do, the truth could flip everything upside down again. So if you don't want to miss the next explosive update, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the next chapter is already brewing, and it's going to be even messier than what we've seen so far. This isn't just a story about a jersey. This isn't just a story about respect. This is a full-on war for reputation, legacy, and power. And trust me, the drama is only getting started.